Hi everybody, I hope that you guys are doing well. We're here with a general reading. Before we get into it, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. I'm seeing you be at the point where you are like gathering, collecting information, but it may be coming from multiple different places, but I'm seeing that you're in a space where there's like a lot of collecting or gathering that's happening, and even though there may be multiple places where you are getting the information, I'm seeing that you are going to be like bringing all of it together, roping it together, linking it all together, connecting the dots, making it cohesive. It may be hard to get it to all connect, but it can be done. There's something you're going towards that you want, that you feel... Okay, the thought of why you're going in the direction that you're going in is that something that you're moving towards is going to bring a sense of satisfaction for you. Like, you feel like it brings a sense of fullness, a sense of completeness. You feel like it's connected with your purpose, what you're supposed to be doing here. And you also feel like you're getting confirmation of that, too. I'm seeing you kind of be on your way somewhere and somebody is moving to meet you, or there's like a synchronicity. Something happens that makes this decision clear for you. Something that you feel connected with or you identify with. So this would be something that feels familiar, giving you a confirmation, or something that really gels things for you. I'm seeing you also have the sort of eye that's definitely able to make connections, maybe that like other people don't commonly see. Attention to detail. A very specific and particular way that you look at things. There is somebody that you are connecting with that you feel is like you, but maybe in a bit of a different place than you. But I'm seeing that you guys are working together, or if this is you getting information from different places, it is all going to come together. I'm definitely seeing a focus on threes here. Yeah, it does look like you're working on something. Something that's connected with, like, you personally and the ideas that you have. And I'm seeing you be in a spot where it seems like you've recently moved from one thing to another, or that you kind of feel like you finally found something, or you're connecting with is something that feels purposeful to you. It reminds me of the feeling of being in a space where you feel like there's maybe a lack of connection, or that things are no longer for you anymore, and so there's like that shedding process that happens, and now I'm seeing you be in a space where you've moved beyond that, and there's more of a focus on like, what am I supposed to be doing, and what is my purpose here, and why am I making the moves that I'm making, and I want to do things that feel meaningful to me, moving towards the things that feel meaningful to you. And I'm seeing you be in a space that looks very fresh, where there may be a lot of fresh ideas. You may be like more excited. There may be people that you feel invigorated, feeling invigorated to speak to. Because I'm seeing you connect with somebody, and I'm seeing you guys have an intellectual connection, and I'm actually seeing you guys working together too. But how I'm seeing this is that there are like so many different ways that this can be. This can be somebody that you're connecting with that's like physically in front of you. This can be like a coworker that you're working with. This can be like a video that you're watching that's helping you out with something. But it's like your energy and another person's energy, and this person is able to elucidate things for you, and I'm seeing that you guys are collaborating with one another. You're working together. Now I'm also seeing the Star, and I'm seeing the Two of Pentacles. So when it comes to like your dreams and your purpose and your visions, I'm seeing you have like this very particular idea of what it is that you want to be doing, creating, even living for. Prioritizing like yourself and your authenticity. You may even have like a particular vision of what this is that you're creating. Like maybe you were doing something before that you were like, maybe that was my purpose at that point in time, but I feel like it's something else now. And I'm seeing you be in this space where there is something very particular that you are working with, and you've connected now with the right person, or with the right energy, or the right frequency. It's like some sort of energy that is working with you, that speaks your same language, and you guys working all together. But it may be happening maybe more behind the scenes, and this is connected with your purpose, and this person is giving you information that's helping you figure things out. This person or this energy, it can be a book even. It can really be anything. Anything that you find to be helpful and giving you clarifying information. Anything, anyone. But yeah, they're helping you to like, helping to guide you, helping to prioritize, but answering like specific questions that you have, or things that you needed answers to. And they may also be helping you figure out a sense of balance. I do get strongly with the card here, like the Star card, you transitioning from something before that you may have felt. It's like you were doing something and moving along, and all of a sudden there was this feeling of, I have a particular purpose of something that I'm supposed to be doing. It's like this idea that you have, or just this feeling that overcomes you, and something is like lit up within you, and you're like, I have to follow this. So you being like going out and searching for answers and stuff like this, and gathering information and really thinking about these things, it seems like it's helping you bring about a sense of balance that is bringing more of a sense of structure even. And you may have somebody that's kind of like anchoring you as well as you're moving through this process too, that's helping you with what it is that you're working on and putting together. But again, like I'm seeing that, and for some of you, this is also your guides too. I'm seeing there be energies in the background that are actually helping you out, that are sort of out of frame. There's a sense of, I don't want to use the word righteous. There's a sense of balance, a restoration of balance even, that you're working on right now, that you are prioritizing. This is also like wanting to do things in a balanced way. So when it comes to people that you're interacting with, people that you're working with, the information that you're using, what it is that's part of your mission, there's a sense of like wanting to restore balance. Temperance here is saying this is not something that's going to happen overnight. It's something that's going to need time. However, this is the direction that we're moving in. And it's telling you also to be very, very patient as well. The way that I'm seeing these cards overlay, be very, very patient with those that you are working with. Sometimes there are going to be people that you're working with that you don't even realize that you are working with. It's like the people that you least suspect having a contract with them, and you actually do. And they're pushing you, and they're playing a certain role, and you're playing a certain role, and you guys are meant to be dancing together for a period of time. So I'm seeing there are multiple energies that you are working with, some more consistent than others. but all of them working towards the same direction of where you are going and what you're trying to accomplish here. Again, this is not something that's going to happen overnight. Be patient. Again, especially when it comes to everybody that you are working with. Even the people that show up and it's like, you're the one that's here. It's like, yeah, them too. Everybody. Even the people that it's more difficult to work with. It's kind of like taking all of these maybe conflicting forces, or these forces where it's like this one wants to do this and that one wants to do that over there, and getting them to all work together. It's, it can be too kind of channeling a bunch of different things that are going in a bunch of directions as well, and getting them to work cohesively. There's like some sort of formula that's being created. I'm seeing this may sound a little bit abstract. What I'm seeing is that there are these very unique individual forces that are now working on the same project. They're all like working on this same thing, and even though they may have like different ideas and they may be very different energies from one another, they're all actually working together. So it's like these different forces from these different places that maybe you wouldn't pair together that are actually all working together. And I'm seeing something is being created, even like duplicated. So these energies that are like very unique, that are coming together to work, are producing something. And something that is cohesive. It's kind of like they all have a string in common, a common thread that connects all of these things that are being created and made, that can be followed even. I'm seeing something feel very difficult because of the amount of energy that it's taking to kind of get all of these things that are going in different directions to work in unison with one another. And this can be like a sense of duality that you're working with, a sense of conflict that you're working with, to be like, what am I trying to invest in here? And like, I need to agree that all of this is being used for the same thing, you know? Because it's like, you want to invest in this thing, so you do that thing over there, and you want to invest in the thing over there, so you do that too. And then there's like a lack of production of what's being made. This is about getting everything to work together, so there is like a cohesive thing that is being worked on, even though it may feel stressful, because I'm seeing you feel like there's a lot of responsibility, and even a lot on your plate that you're dealing with right now. Maybe feeling like you're getting the brunt of the work. So there's a show of struggle here. What I'm getting is that if you take on this energy of like, I can't do it, then it doesn't look like you're going to get it done. But if you're like, yeah, this is hard, and maybe this like voice comes up sometimes too that I have to work with, which makes things more stressful working environment and condition. It's like in the last reading this came up, and it was talked about like a radio station that has been tuned into that you're like, I really don't want to listen to this right now, but it won't stop playing. And sometimes it just pops up at the most annoying times, and it's like, let me just shut that off and let me reduce that noise. You're not only working with difficult forces within the 3D, but also like the mental stuff that's popping up that's making it hard, that has you feeling like you're alone and like you're not supported, or that like this is going to take forever and it's not worth it anyway. It's about like doing what you can and letting go of the rest. Like, we don't need to hold on to the result here. It's just about doing the work and doing what you feel like you are meant to be doing, whatever that may be for you, because each of you have a different path. You know, if we all were here to do the same thing and have the same path, there'd only be one of us. And so there are all of these incarnations here working on different things, having a unique divine light. And you may feel that there's so many different things that you can do and so many talents that you have and so many different ways that you can take this, but it's about squaring that away. Whatever this is, kind of like this, you may be really great at painting, and you also really like designing pastries or baking or something like that, and then you can either do the stuff with pastries and baking, you can do the painting, or you can combine those things and bring it together and maybe do decorative pastries, you know? So it's about figuring out, like, now that you're more aware of your purpose and what you're supposed to be doing here, you get to have fun with it and like be in the form of play with all of this and allow yourself to explore it. Because I'm seeing you be like, I want to do something, like I have a purpose here of what I'm supposed to be doing, but then it's like that's creating conflict. So rather than this being fun, it's like creating stress. So now you're on a mission to like find out, like, what am I supposed to be doing here? And wanting to prioritize and really figure out and choose, what am I really investing in here? What am I investing my time and my energy in? Because I want to do something that matters, you know? I don't want to like waste away my purpose. This is like the thought process behind the energy that I'm seeing. So it's about getting to a point where you feel like you are doing what's in alignment with your values. What are you attracted to? We have Justice here. This is Libra. Libra is Venus. It's like, what do you love? What are you attracted to? What brings about a sense of balance? What's connected with your values? Like, what do you feel like you want to leave as your legacy, as your mark? And even if something is hard to do, where it's like, I'm never going to make a difference all by myself, because I'm seeing something weigh on you heavily. It's like, you may be under the impression that you're working on your own, but you're actually not. This is what I was saying about there being energies behind the scenes that you are working with that are kind of out of frame. This is what's happening here. So you may be like, what can little old me be doing here? But I'm actually seeing you make a great impact. So keep doing what you're doing and keep doing what, especially with Justice, it's like, do what you feel like is right for you to be doing. That can switch every year. It can switch every day. You may get new inspiration all the time. Just move with the flow of things and what you feel you want to be doing and what feels right for you. And take your time with it too and be patient. Because I'm seeing these forces where it's like you have these helpful forces that you're working with, and some of you very invisible forces as well that you are working with too. And some transient forces that you are working with. And it's kind of... it's getting to this point where these forces, like, keep working on what you're working on. It's going to be able to wait out this energy that is going to go extinct. But you may really be seeing this, maybe feeling like a like opposite energy that you've been dealing with, or one that really puts you down, or one that is very like closed off in the heart chakra space. But it's like, the more patient you are and the more you keep working at this and don't give up and keep doing what you're doing, you are going to be coming out on top at the end of all of this, you know? The light will cast away the dark, all of that. The consciousness is going to come through, and things are going to come together in ways that it's hard to even wrap one's head around. But yeah, you may be feeling particularly tired right now. Like, I'm seeing you've been exerting so much energy, and you're like, when is this gonna end? It just feels like so much. But this also, we also get to a point too where that comes into play, where it's like you may be taking responsibility for a lot or getting a lot done, and taking on a lot, but at what cost, you know? So you want to be also mindful of, like, am I taking on too much right now? Do I feel comfortable with what I'm doing? And asking yourself those questions, you know, is there anything that you're doing unnecessarily to you, or is this all worth it to you? You know, do you want to keep doing it? It's all your choice at the end of the day. Okay, so we are looking at Sagittarius, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for connecting. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.